welcome. You're watching Ask Profit on NDTV Profit, and I'm your host Himakshi Bahugna. Along with me is my co-host Rucha Sumaya, and together we will be taking up all your stock-related queries. So please don't forget to send in your queries on WhatsApp, or you can directly call us. Both the numbers are flashing on your screens right now. And on the show today, we are joined by Avinash Gorakshakar, Profit Mart Securities, on the fundamentals, and Vikas Jain, Head of Research at Reliance Securities, on the technicals. Welcome to the show, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. And Vikas, for the short term, what's your view on it?
Well, if you look at this stock has witnessed huge amount of volatility over the last one quarter, but the spikes on the higher side also are equally sharp. So the stock has witnessed good rebound, making a double bottom near to 900 levels, and we believe the momentum would continue on the higher side near to 1180 to 1200 levels, which is the 50-day average. It has closed higher above the 20-day average, which indicates strong up move.
Right. So that's the view on Adani. So Vikas, coming to you on this one, short-term view on Skipper.
Yeah. So if you look at this stock has witnessed some bounce back from its 200-day average. So it is equally important to hold the average, which is placed near to 415, 410 odd levels. So we should keep a trailing stop if he wants to keep a stop loss from the current levels. And equally amounts to some bounce cannot be ruled out near to 520, 530 because it has witnessed a vertical corrective action from 650 odd levels. So 415, 420 should be the stop loss holding the position.
Thank you so much for that. This is
right. And Vikas, do you also have the same opinion?
It's too difficult to judge at all on a single digit on technical basis.
Yeah.
But the stock has shown good amount of traction. So on the higher side, if he gets an exit near to 9.3, 9.5, which is the 100-day average, he should put out something because it has recovered from the lows of 6.5, 7 rupees.
Right. So that's
okay. Then Vikas, over to you for short term, sitting on a profit of around 1 lakh rupees. What are the charts indicating?
Yeah, the stock is in outperformer, no doubt about it. From the whole reality space, if you look at it, has consistently moved higher. 950, 960, which is the current high, it should be the first level to watch out for. If that is being crossed, then we could see some another high of around 1020, 1020. So first, he should partially put near to 950 odd levels, which is the previous stop.
all right. So that's the view coming in. On your take on Gokuldas Exports, how is it looking on the charts?
It has witnessed a good amount of bounce for the last 2 days with the broader market up move. So it can continue to hold on and it would further add if he wishes to. On the immediate basis, it can test near to 1230, 1250 odd levels if the positive news flow comes in through what is expected from the budget.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Let's
come to both of you all one by one, starting with you, Vikas. So what do you suggest? Because our viewer is having a corpus of 1 lakh rupees and he wants to invest it.
Well, if you look at, he should trim down first of all his expectations because his expectations is somewhere around 2.5%, which some downs to almost 30-35% returns over here. So he should invest into maybe 1 lakh rupees if he should invest because we believe the earnings potential to be more into large caps. It would be a volatile year with a lot of news flow data driven. So 50% he should invest into large caps. From among the large cap side, he should invest into private banks, chemicals and auto sector. 20 to 25% he can invest into some amount of mid caps from the chemical space or from the new age companies. And another 20-25% he can do it in SIP mode, get into more diversified into the mutual fund space. So that should be the allocation in terms of the overall setup.
Now, Avinash, what do you?
Okay, we'll go ahead with your query. He's asking for a short-term view on Shoppers Stop, bought 1,000 shares, sitting at a loss of about 3,000 rupees. So, Vikas, what do you think of Shoppers Stop? What are the charts indicating?
Well, the chart has witnessed some amount of corrective action over the past few months, but the silver lining is that the stock has retraced some amount of support near its 200-week average and witnessing bounce. Yesterday also the stock witnessed some amount of volatility and moved higher near to 685, 700 and then again corrected. The way the textile sector is shaping up, the stock is looking attractive from the retail perspective. So we should continue to hold on. The first immediate target would be near to 730, 750 levels over the next 4 to 6 months.
Right, so that's a view coming in on Shoppers Stop, now down. So what do you have to say on it?
Well, look at the views of short term, and this purchase price is somewhere around 2,700, so almost 20 to 23% downtick from its purchase price. So either if he wants to recover its loss, he would have to average at current levels and get exit near the average price of 25.30, 25.50, which looks like to recover over the next 6 months. What his view is, because the sector has witnessed good corrective action, but it is making higher bottoms, higher structure on the weekly charts. So 2350 to 2500 could be expected over the next 3 to 4 months.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Let's Kash, and then we can move on to Avinash on fundamentals.
It's a consistent outperformer. It has witnessed good amount of traction, but lately some amount of profit booking has been witnessed into the stock. So we believe the stock will face some more pressure and decline near to 1580 to 1600 levels. So some retracement and minor pullback cannot be ruled out. So if she can put some amount of partial profits, if not fully, then at least 50% profits can be put at current levels and buy in declines near to 1580.
Okay, booking 50% profit is what he suggests, and what are the fundamentals looking?
Marico or Biocon, how are these looking on the charts?
So both looks pretty interesting, but he is already holding ITC Limited, one from the consumer segment. So to diversify his portfolio, you can add one pharma name and near to Biocon Limited. The stock is witnessing good amount of traction, so he can invest at current levels. It's an outperformer, so we believe the stock would move higher near to 460 to 480 levels over the next 4 to 6 months. And if he wishes to further diversify, he can invest 50-50 both into Marico and Biocon both.
Right. And Avinash, what
stocks?
Yeah, if you look at the defense stocks have peaked out somewhere much before when the markets peaked out into September. So defense stocks peaked out somewhere into June 2024. And from there, we have continuously witnessed drawdown. So 8-month corrective price pattern, corrective action and cycled action both have been finished through. Now we are making higher bottoms, higher stock formation structure on the daily charts and witnessing good amount of volume price action. The defense budget would also provide some amount of recovery into the process. So it's a good time to buy into these names like Mazda, HAL, BL, what Avinash refers to. And this stock looks attractive from current levels. In case of the query from the investor that 3500 may not be visible for the next 1 year, but at least within 2.5 years, the 3500 should be easily crossed in case of Mazda.
Okay, thank you so much for that very detailed analysis.
Vikas, coming straight to you on this, how is transformers and rectifiers looking on the charts?
So we look at the chart has a vertical amount of up move over the last 2.5 years. So the stock has witnessed huge amount of multiplier effect from the lows of sub 100 to 1200 odd levels. So but the stock lets pretty much volume. It moves very on low volume base. Now on the immediate basis, the stock has a good support near to those 930, 950 odd levels. So if that is being sustained through, which is the 100-day average, then we could expect some amount of bounce back. But if that has been also been made through, then the longer-term structure could turn weak.
Okay, so
Sandeep, ये हमारे experts suggest कर रहे हैं, but let me go on to Vikash and about his thoughts on this one, please.
If you look at EG has declined from the highs of 1300 odd levels and witnessing some amount of corrective action. No doubt it has witnessed bounce from the 200-day average on 3 counts over the last 1 year. So if it is able to hold the 200-day average near to those 920, 930, then we could witness. So 920 should be the stop loss level if he wishes to put so. On the higher side, multiple band of resistances are near to 1130 to 1150, which is near to its purchase price.
Okay, so on it, Vikas, coming to you, how is Motilal Oswal looking on the charts?
If you look at the structure has turned weak for across all the broking houses. So if you look at Angel has witnessed a good 30-35% north from its recent high. Other broking stocks have also been followed through along with the broader market. So no doubt Motilal Oswal is a good play in the longer term, but the way the liquidity has been picked up in terms of the bonus issue, so the stock could see some amount of corrective action. We believe the stock can slide further near to 720, 730 levels on an immediate basis. So you can put some amount of profits and re-enter at 730 odd.
Right, and since Paramjeet had asked for a long-term view as well, so Avinash, what do you have to say on it? How is Tata Steel looking on the charts for short term?
So I agree with Avinash. He should wait for some more time because the stock is witnessing pressure, and the way the dual ladder index has been retracing near to 52-week high, metals would continue to remain under pressure. So the stock can witness further corrective action of 5 to 7% near 218, 215 levels. So if that opportunity comes through at that point of time, he should invest into.
Okay, thanks so much for that. Vikash, what are the charts indicating?
So a vertical sell-off has come into those from 530, 550 odd levels. But silver lining is that some amount of support near to those previous support area of 435, 450. So we believe the stock could move higher near to 480, 485 levels on an immediate basis, which is the 20-day average. And the stock could see further advance if it moves higher with strong volumes crossing those 485, then it can move further higher near to 510. So we can continue to hold with a stop of 435 on the downside.
Okay, so that's a whole view coming in on Apollo Tyres there. Now, Vikas, how is Indian Oil Corporation looking on the charts, considering the Chandra is also incurring a loss right now?
So the stock has been continuous pressure, and the way crude oil prices have been moving higher, the oil marketing companies are witnessing further sell-off. But as he has been continuously adding in through, and the share price has declined more than 15 to 17% from his purchase price, he should hold on because some bounce cannot be ruled out from current levels. So 140, 143 it would be the bounce level area. So he can hold on to his investment at current levels, and if it bounces near to 143, 145, he can sell some of his holdings.
Okay, thank you so much for that.
Vikas, what do you have to say on it?
Yeah, it should continue to hold on because it is at multi-month support. No doubt 210, 215 levels is a multi-year high. But the stock has been entered into the F&O segment, so volume participation has recently increased, and the broader market correction has given an opportunity to add into this name. So on an immediate basis, the stock would again bounce back near to 173, 175.
All right, so that's a view coming in on CESC by Vikas. And with that, I'm afraid, gentlemen, we are running out of time. But thank you, Avinash and Vikas, for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
And helping our viewers with their queries. And viewers, well, that's all the time we had on this edition of Ask Profit. I'm sorry. But we try to take as many queries as possible, but those of the queries that were left, we will certainly take them up tomorrow. So don't forget to send in your queries on WhatsApp. And with that, it's a goodbye, and stay tuned to NDTV Profit.